Ethereum has finally woken up, and it's been flirting with its all-time high price for the last month. But while everybody's been staring at the charts, almost nobody's talking about one of the biggest upgrades in Ethereum's history. And no, this isn't a software upgrade, it's not another hard fork, it's something much bigger, real adoption. Ethereum's finally being used for what it was designed to all along, the internet of finance. And right now, we're on the verge of a massive push in that direction, one that could trigger an explosion of on-chain usage. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what it is and why you should know if you're trying to stay 2 steps ahead in this wild industry. I'm going to explain everything in this video today as a blockchain developer myself who works with this technology on a daily basis. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below and subscribe. All right, so let's get into this. Now, before I do, obviously nothing I'm saying in this video is designed with financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy or sell any cryptocurrency based on this information, but if you've been around the blockchain industry at all, you know it gets a bad rap for being a solution in search of a problem. And trust me, I get it. We've got all this amazing technology with insane potential that's really underutilized. And the stuff that gets quick hype and dies off is kind of embarrassing, like meme coins, flash in the pan Ponzi schemes, and low effort digital collectibles and all that type of stuff. But Ethereum has always been about building the infrastructure for the modern decentralized internet. And with all the use cases you could possibly think of, all the failed experiments, the most obvious use case is decentralized finance or DeFi. And I don't just mean yield farming deflationary tokens or doing over collateralized lending on the blockchain. I mean bringing real financial use cases onto the blockchain. Think about it. The first big blockchain use case was crypto. It's here to stay. We got stable coins getting mass adoption as we speak. There's a massive race to create stable coins as a new financial infrastructure. And finally, there's one major use case that's been talked about ever since I got into crypto, and it's finally happening. Stocks on the blockchain. We're going to see massive moves to see stocks brought on chain by some of the biggest players in the space. I'll talk about that here in a minute, but first, why stocks? I thought we were trying to get away from traditional finance by getting into crypto. Well, I see traditional finance moving on chain because of the incentives. People clearly want to trade in a decentralized way. DEXs have proved that with no middlemen. People want self-custody. They want direct access to things with no red tape. And they're not always sure of the value proposition of cryptocurrencies themselves, okay? They might be thinking, okay, why is Bitcoin worth its current price? You can talk about that, but at the end of the day, most people are just skeptical that the cryptocurrency is actually worth something. So this basically gets the best of both worlds. It lets the masses trade things that they understand the value of, things like stocks, real world assets, and it lets it do it in a way that works in 2025 and beyond with a better financial rails, an open permissionless financial system, aka blockchain. So let's take a look at some of the big moves that are being made to bring stocks on the blockchain and also other real world assets that normal people would actually want to trade and use blockchain for. So the first is with BlackRock, tokenizing real-world funds with real-world assets on blockchain. Basically, BlackRock, in case you've been living under a rock, is the world's largest asset manager, has been moving into the blockchain for several years now. They were one of the first to help bring ETFs or exchange-traded funds on-chain, something people said would never happen with Bitcoin, and it finally did. BlackRock's been making moves not only with the ETFs, they started their BUIDL fund back in 2024, where they launched a tokenized money market. That fund's grown to more than $2 billion, and the whole idea here is to expand these offerings and actually tokenize them on chain and make a lot of things available to trade on blockchain. We're talking ETFs, other real world assets, and specifically stocks, which is what we're talking about in this video. Now, really quickly, if you're not totally sure what it means to tokenize stocks in the blockchain, well, basically that means taking something that does not currently work on chain and actually make a token version of it. So in the same way where you essentially have people making Bitcoin ETFs or exchange traded funds, it's like a derivative product where they have to store the physical Bitcoin somewhere and then make a derivative product that can be traded on traditional financial exchanges. This is the same type of thing. So basically a custodian would own stocks and then they would issue tokens that represent shares of stocks or even partial shares of stocks on chain. And those can be traded on centralized exchanges that supported it and also decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, etc., etc. You can hold them in your crypto wallet. You can do self-custody. You can send them around anytime you want to, trade 24/7. And also the other big benefit of having fractional shares and not having to own an entire share of something. And so that's part of BlackRock's master plan. Again, BlackRock's got a pretty big track record of taking things they actually say they're going to talk about and making them a reality, especially in blockchain. Now, next is Coinbase, who is set to launch a tokenized stocks prediction markets in the US. Keywords in the US is a massive deal here. When is this supposed to happen? In the next few months. This is a recent announcement within the past week or so that Coinbase is going to offer tokenized real-world assets like BlackRock, stocks, derivatives, and prediction markets, specifically for US users. So basically, currently, tokenized equities are not available for trading in the United States. Coinbase's rival Kraken said that they were going to launch tokens outside of the US, but Coinbase is going to be one of the first to actually offer it inside the United States. So what are two big important takeaways from this? Well, number one, bringing this into the US. All right, so why haven't we had stocks on the blockchain before? Because people have been talking about this ever since I got into crypto, okay? ETFs were the same way. Basically, we talked about Bitcoin ETFs basically from day one. People said it would never happen, but now this is actually starting to happen. So why is it? The infrastructure's been there all along. Well, the major clue is in regulations, all right? People haven't been launching stocks on chain because the largest market, the United States, can't really do it in a way that's regulatory compliant. But now we're getting a lot of regulatory clarity in 2025 that's helping push crypto towards the direction we want it to go. And it looks like all that's lining up in favor of doing things like moving stocks onto the blockchain. Now, a couple other reasons why this is important when I talk about BlackRock as an example and also Coinbase is that these are two major players who have a massive hit rate of saying what they say they're going to do and what they actually end up doing and how it impacts the market. If they're able to be the first to actually accomplish this and offer it to US customers, we're going to see lots of other people doing the exact same thing. And so now let's talk about why this is big for Ethereum. Well, there's several clues here because, Coinbase wants to make their exchange sort of the everything exchange, but Coinbase has also talked about the on-chain future of finance. There's always going to be a world where we need centralized exchanges for people who just do things that way. But Coinbase understands that the future is on-chain. They operate the base layer 2 that's built on top of Ethereum. And so while they might start offering these things as a one-stop shop inside of the Coinbase platform, the next logical conclusion is that this activity is going to be moved on-chain because there's no way they're going to launch this thing and not let you withdraw funds to at least hold them in your own wallet. And once Pandora's box is open, I guarantee you those are going to start being traded on-chain, and we're going to start to see a massive wave of on-chain activity where people are actually trading tokenized equities and other real-world assets in a way that we've never seen before. And so if Coinbase is building on top of Ethereum with the base blockchain, it only stands to reason that we're going to see a lot of that activity explode on top of Ethereum. Not to mention the fact that BlackRock is a massive supporter of Ethereum. They launched their BUIDL fund back in 2024 on top of Ethereum. And most likely, if we see these real-world assets actually brought on chain by the world's largest asset manager, my bet is that it's going to be on top of Ethereum or some Ethereum-compatible technology. And if that's the case, we're going to see a huge uptick in utilization for the Ethereum blockchain itself. We're talking about settling things on chain, which generates fees, staking, value accrual, and honestly, the thing that most people care about in crypto, which is the narrative for the technology, which has a high correlation for the value of the cryptocurrency itself. Again, not financial advice. And if things play out the way I'm talking about in this video, then it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots to say yeah, that's probably where things are headed. And so this is a massive deal. This is the biggest, upgrade for Ethereum that I've seen come to the pike in a long time. Not just an upgrade of the actual underlying technology itself, but an upgrade in use cases that we've been building for forever and are finally getting the green light to bring on chain. And so that's really good news if you're watching this channel, because that means the demand for the technology is going to explode. As more people use this, more people are going to need developers to build the technology. That's what I teach you on this channel, and I train developers every single week, help them get jobs. And the major use cases that I'm seeing all the time is mostly inside of decentralized finance or DeFi. Again, I'm not talking about just yield farming and things like that. I'm talking about the umbrella of financial use cases because that's the most logical thing that we can use blockchain for. This is the next logical extension of that. And so what do you want to do if you're watching this video? Well, the secret is always to master the skills before the wave. All right. You want to be the guy out there on the surfboard ready for when the wave comes, not trying to chase the wave after it's already in motion. Okay. That's what most people are going to do. So how can you get ahead of this coming trend? Well, as always, smash the like button down below, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. But if you want to start coding today, you can go to my YouTube homepage. You can see my free courses there. They're like Udemy courses, but they're totally free. And if you like those videos and you want to the next step, or hey, you want to just jump in and become a blockchain master now and break into this industry while the clock is ticking, then I can show you exactly how to increase your income by becoming a blockchain developer over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. You really don't have to be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real-world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.